Hey guys, DJ D here, and today I have for you, I believe this is my second review, and it will be on Imagine Dragons' Night Visions. And I really like this album. It has it's got a lot of good songs on it, a lot of songs that have been on the radio for a long time and probably will be for a much longer period of time. And so let's get right into it. The first track is called Radioactive, and that's one of the songs that is on the radio all the time. And it's on a lot of like pop stations and rock stations. And I gave this one a 5 out of 5 because it's a really good beat. The song is really easy to follow. I mean, the message itself isn't quite clear as it is, but it's still a really good song. And then the second track is Tiptoe. I also gave this song a 5 out of 5, and you guys might seem like I praised this CD a little bit, but I actually really liked it. It's one of the few albums that I ever have owned, and my parents own a lot of CDs, but this is one of the few albums that I like to listen to all the way through without skipping a lot of songs on it. Okay, so then Tiptoe I gave a 5 out of 5, and then It's Time I also gave a 5 out of 5. And I believe this is another song that's on the radio a lot, I think. Yeah, it's one of the other ones. And then Demons. I like the song, but I didn't like the way it tied in with the first three, because the first three songs are like really upbeat and fast, and this one's kind of like a slower song, and it's kind of like it's a different song, and I want to hear your guys' opinion on that song. And then the fifth track is On Top of the World, and it's kind of one of those songs where you have to struggle to get what you want. Everything doesn't come easy. Everybody knows that, and that kind of thing. And then Amsterdam, it's kind of like apologizing to one of the guys. I'm not sure who wrote this song in the band, but it's kind of like apologizing to his family and saying that you don't always get what you want. You have to work for it, and kind of like that. And then Hear Me is kind of like one of those I'm in love songs and nobody believes me. And then Every Night, it's actually, hold on, let me back up because I forgot to give my ratings. Amsterdam I gave a 4.5 out of 5. Hear Me I also gave a 4.5 out of 5. And then Every Night I gave a 5 out of 5. And next track is called Bleeding Out. I gave that song a 5 out of 5. It was one of those songs where it's kind of like we're we're good for each other, but I I died kind of thing. To put it in blunt term. And then Underdog, it didn't really go with the rhythm with the rest of the album. The beat was much slower, but it was still a fast song. Like instead of, because like you can tell that on their beats are very complex from a musical standpoint, and this one was not. And excuse me. And it was not. It was a very good song though. Still, even though it wasn't. Um, Nothing Left to Say slash Rocks. I really don't like it when people do this, when they put two songs into one, unless they actually flow together. But these two songs don't, and there's probably a 45 to minute gap in between the songs, and that it was really bad. And I gave that song a 4 out of 5 just because of that. Oh, and I don't know if I said it or not, but I gave Underdog a 5 out of 5. And then the rest of the tracks are bonus tracks, which I believe they are from their the partial album. I think it was the FP that they released, I think is what it's called. And that had like the first three songs, and then it had the last five songs. And the first one is My Fault. I really like that song. I gave it a 5 out of 5. And the next song is called Round and Round. That song was okay, but I gave it a 4.5 out of 5 because it just wasn't really my type of song. And then River, I gave a 5.5 out of 5. America, I gave a 5.5 out of 5. And then Celine, I think that's how you pronounce it. But I did not like this song. It was a very strange song. And the lyrics didn't make any sense, I thought. But I want to hear your guys' opinion on that song. It was a very strange song. But overall, I gave the deluxe album a 5 out of 5. If you like this and you want to see more of my content, make sure to leave a like and subscribe down below, and leave your suggestions for what I should be doing in the future. Thank you guys, and I'll see you next time.